Hello, everyone. This is just a test of StreamYard. Trying to figure out how to use this in lieu of using Google Hangouts that is going away from YouTube as of August 1st. My shows typically are on Wednesday afternoons with my reselling rhythm show. So I wanted to test this a little bit, try to get some panel members on. I have some invitations out to see who can join me. In the meantime, I'm going to play with some of the bells and whistles and try to figure out, what is what. I'll be, hey, Barry. Barry, did you want to join me? You're welcome to join me if you want to try to play around a little bit with the StreamYard. Hello, Anna Mora. Since Derek isn't here, I'll say Anna Mora. So I'm going to play with this a little bit because this Wednesday I may try it on my live, and then I'll be in Vegas the following week. So we'll still have the Hangouts. I probably, because I'll be doing it from my cell phone. You can't schedule an event, which I didn't learn until a few days ago. You can't schedule an event from a mobile device. So did you want to join me, Barry? Did you want to pop on? Are you available? So you can't schedule an event from a mobile device. I tried to do it from my cell phone, and then I had an issue. So I think I loaded it, but it loaded it like an hour or two later. So anyway, you can't. That's my understanding is when I check the frequently asked questions, you can't schedule an event from your mobile device. You have to schedule it from a computer. So anyway, so I scheduled this from the computer. I scheduled it upstairs through You Love To. Your internet is terrible. Well, it's up to you, Barry. If you want to join me, I can send you the invite. So what I did was you have to schedule it first with StreamYard, and then you can go in and edit it and put thumbnails and whatever you want to do with for people that are creators and that are in the chat or watching this later. You can edit it on YouTube when you go into your creator studio. So I uploaded a thumbnail. I put in my tags. I put in some links in my description. I did that all on YouTube, but I started it out. You have to start it out with StreamYard. Hey, Teresa, did you want to join me? I should have sent you an invite. Would you like to join me on the panel? Hi, Shasha. Teresa, if you want to join me, I'm trying to get a few people to try to test the panel part of this. Like I said earlier, what I'm doing is I'm just playing around with it now. I've tried to find a time when nobody was online. I know Vicky and I have a brain freeze here. Vicky and Katie go live, but they're on vacation somewhere, so I don't know when they're going to be on live this afternoon. So I figure it might be a good time to go live and to test this. You can schedule an event and then put in a title on a mobile stream on your channel. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if you could do that. Hey, Turtle. Yeah, because when I tried to schedule on my phone, I had problems. And when I checked the frequently asked questions, it said you can't schedule from your phone. So I guess, all right, Teresa, I'll send you the link. I think, let me figure out if I can send it, click on you, or I have to, or that's just comment. All right, so we invite. Okay. Copy the clipboard. Bear with me, guys. I'm talking myself through this. Okay. Teresa, I'll send it to you through your Facebook Messenger. All right. So we save that. And we'll go to this. Bear with me, guys. I tried to line up a few people earlier. I figured Sunday afternoon might be okay, but apparently it wasn't. So a lot of people are busy. Let me see if I can find Miss Teresa here. Teresa, I have like 5 Teresas. Teresa, what is it? You don't have to give me your whole last name. What's your last name begin with? I have like 5 Teresas when I punched it into the messenger. I'm waiting for Teresa to get back to me so we can invite her on the panel. I need to start adding people into my my Google contacts. Teresa, can you hear me? Barry, were you going to join, or did you just want to say because you have a bad connection, you don't want to join? Hey, Ricardo, congratulations for going live the first time. You're welcome to. I'm just doing a little test here. I'm trying to, figure out all the little bells and whistles. Oh, there she is. Okay. Sorry, Teresa. Let me send her the link. There we go. All right. All right. We'll give this a try, Miss Teresa. Okay. You get your little duck icon there. Yeah. So did you have fun, Ricardo? That was kind of cool. And thanks for the shout out. Like I said, what I'm trying to do is do like a little test. I figured Sunday afternoon would be a good time. Yeah, right. Lisa's going to join us a little bit. I kind of gave people short notice when she popped in the chat. So what I'm doing is I'm just testing out some of the bells and whistles and the setups, etc. You guys know I do my show on Wednesdays, the Resong Rhythms. So I have a guest, and it looks like Teresa is joining us. How do I approve her? Let's see. Add to the stream. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Beautiful.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Let me try this other setup. So maybe this is be a little, let's see. No, we don't want that. That's better, right?
Yeah.
Group side by side. Okay. The other one was like big heads for me. And
I got a big head.
No, I was like a 7 and well, I was like a 7 3/4. I'm like a 7 and 7/8. I don't know what happened. Would you say you were nervous, but you're better? Yeah, Ricardo did his first little mini live stream on YouTube, the Storage Pirate. So that was fun to see. And then Darlene posted it, and I made sure to. I didn't realize I wasn't following him because I didn't know if he's going to do videos or not. All right, April, we will do that. Like I said, I'm going to start keeping a track of YouTube names with real names and Facebook names. Because when I put your name in, Teresa, there was like 4 Teresas that came up in my feed. I don't know.
And just so you know, you can just put it out there because nobody can come in unless you.
Yeah, supposedly you have to approve it because I saw what happens is it comes down the bottom of the screen, and then you just because like a little plus, you just click on plus add. Yeah. Now if I hover my mouse over now, it says I can remove from the stream.
Yep.
So I need to learn all the little bells and whistles, like how to mute everybody, how to highlight certain people, to speak, and it's a learning curve like anything. But everybody said how easy it was. It's like I'm setting up. It's like, well, the first time I tried to set it up on my cell phone, it wouldn't work properly.
It's not good on
one thing I learned. Yeah, because I would check the frequently asked questions. They said you can't do it from your cell phone. You can join from a cell phone, but you can't set up a stream on StreamYard from the phone, which I wasn't aware of that. So now I am. Hey, Mama, did you want to play around and join us? I know I sent Darlene an invite. She said she wasn't feeling well. Did you want to try to pop on for a little bit? Guys, if you don't know, X-Shy Dove is Mama. Everybody calls her Mama. Yeah, we got a little feedback. That's something I saw the other night. I was watching the show and somebody had feedback. Oh, I know what it was with Dwayne's auction, the MSP auction. Heather didn't have headphones on, and for some reason they got feedback, and then Dwayne just muted her, and then he was fine.
Yeah, it depends. Like sometimes I actually went live yesterday morning.
Oh, you did?
Okay. And I went live this morning because since we've been doing coffee with Darlene and you and everybody during the week, I figured I'll be the weekend gal. Okay. So I'm going to do a live coffee with tea and have guests this morning. I had Debbie Does Sales popped in, so I put her on. I was basically I put the link in the chat, and whoever wanted to join yesterday, Lisa, and Tom joined. Tom from shoot.
Charlotte, North Carolina, whatever. Queen City Picker.
Queen City Picker, yeah. And
yeah, I've been. In fact, I didn't know you were on because I haven't been feeling well, and it's like I gotta get starting feeling better because I'm gonna be in Vegas this time next week. I'll be in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I just been like laying in bed and taking my meds, and I had issues when I had my surgery. I started getting retaining fluids, and so. I've been trying to go out and walk a lot, not a lot, but walk every day, like inside with the air conditioning. So I figured, let me just go to bed early last night and kind of sleep in. So I kind of turned on one of the new shows like around 10:30, and then I said, okay, get your acting gear here.
Yeah, see, Lisa's right, and Lisa's flipping crazy. So she wrote, Adam, I was on T's live yesterday. It was my
Right.
first live.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let
So
me, you get a new cable provider, Ricardo? Yeah. Yeah, it's an issue. I mean, half the time you don't know whether it's YouTube, or if it's your provider, if it's your laptop. Supposedly, what's nice about StreamYard is that it's very minor strain on your computer because it's all up on the web, on the cloud, so to speak. So it doesn't take a lot of your power from your computer to do it. So I know some people were having issues with Hangouts, and they didn't have issues with StreamYard because it's not really like a data hog, so to speak. I'm not really a tech geek, so I might be saying things, I guess, in layman terms, but that's the gist of it. It doesn't take a lot of computer memory and strength, etc.
Right.
So, but like I said, I have noticed some issues with feedback and things, but at this point, Zoom doesn't really link up properly with YouTube. Whereas you really can't schedule an event in advance and then link it up. At least that's what I've been told by several people.
Adam, I'm loving this. This is perfect for us. I mean, really.
Yeah, for now, yeah. And I might. My only issue is I figured a lot of them might get all like the little kinks worked out. I like the video quality better on the Zoom. Are you set up on 720? You look pretty sharp as far as your video.
Yeah.
Because the default is 420. When I set it up originally, my default was 420 DPI, and it defaulted to my webcam on my laptop and my webcam speaker, which is fine. The webcam speaker is fine when I'm, doing it from downstairs. But I had the Blue Yeti mic, so I wanted to switch over to that. And then, in fact, I should move that a little closer.
Where do I find my camera again on my computer?
I don't know if you can do it from here or not. When you set it up originally.
Oh, okay.
I think you can. Okay, you have settings, a little gear wheel. You see the little gear wheel anywhere in on your setup?
Yep.
You click on that, and it'll tell you what you're set to, and it just has the pull down menus.
Oh, okay. I see my camera. Okay, camera resolution. No, actually, it said 480.
Okay, you can set it, move it up to 720, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you try that? Yeah, not much difference. They actually look a little washed out looking at the 720.
Well, you know what it is? It's the glare. I'm going to shut my blind in the kitchen. It's the sun coming through.
That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah, it was the sun through the blind in the window, I think. I hope.
Yeah, that's better. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm using right now, in fact, Debbie and I talked about this morning. Right now, I'm using the laptop camera. At some point, I'll get an external camera, an external mic, big time.
Yeah, I mean, spend the money. I mean, again, I don't want to tell people how to spend their money, but the least expensive thing that you can do to improve your YouTube is to buy this Logitech, the C920. It's $50 when it's on sale. You can usually find it on sale somewhere at Best Buy or Amazon for $50. The other issue was, and again, I've told you guys before, I'm not an expert on anything. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I have a college degree and 30 years of sales experience. So I'm not a dope, but so I can, and I like learning new things. So I really enjoy the YouTube. It's just a process of getting used to all the different software, and haven't really learned how to edit yet. But the Logitech would be my first investment, the C920, because I have other ones. I bought one other one. It's like the C930 something. I wasn't crazy about it. So the C920 you can usually find on sale for about $50, and then you jump up to the microphone, which the Blue Yeti, I got that on sale. I got like a gift card and something else. So bottom line, this was about $80. Now some people can't afford $80 or $50, but I think most people can save up and afford $50 because unless you have a Mac, as far as your webcam, all these computer manufacturers put in pretty poor webcams, default webcams. So for $50, in my opinion, it's worth the investment.
Are you using an external camera?
Yeah, I'm using the C920.
You are? Okay. Yeah, because you're always, no matter what we've been on, whether it's been Google Hangouts, the Zoom, whatever it's been, you've always been so clear.
Yeah, I mean, for $50, to me, it's worth it. I got a message from Tiffany. She's with family. She can't join us.
Okay, just a couple of shout outs here. I want to thank Resale King, who subscribed to my channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Turtle Trader said They thought it was a halo on my head. Oh, no, far from an angel, but thanks anyway. Thank you. Thank you.
Then Dee's here too. Okay. Tony's here. Driving with a load to boost, so we can't test. Okay. Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
One of these days, I'm going to get you on the channel, Tony. You're wealth of information, my friend. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Rusty Raccoon, this guy is amazing, and he's got a neat accent. I think it's like a Tennessee, Texas accent. Oh, and then Gianna's getting ready for an auction with Cindy. Okay, this evening. So, guys, that's something you might want to be interested in. Gianna is going to be on with Cindy, the jewelry nurse, at an auction. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you, my friend. Michelle, if you ever need anybody for like a phone a friend on any kind of show, you want Michelle. She knows everything. The only issue I have, and again, I'll probably, I know most of my mods, but everybody's tied up. But that's all right. At least people are getting back to me.
Listen, Mama, me too. She says I have a halo, but my horns keep pushing it off.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, we all have demons, so to speak. I tell people I'm not perfect. I just, it's funny because Darlene kept saying that to me with the morning chats. The more and more I join the morning chat now, I'm part of the panel. But I said I'm not very religious, and she said to me, she was, Adam, stop saying you're not very religious. I said, okay. I said, but I just believe in treating people by the golden rule. I like to be treated nicely, and so I try to treat people nicely. Fortunately, unfortunately, I'm getting older, and my health hasn't been great, so I'm a little cranky. So I kind of live by, fool me once, shame on me; fool me twice, shame on you. Yeah. So when people kind of burn me, then I'm a Taurus too. So if you know the zodiac, Taurus can be very stubborn.
Me too.
Oh, you're Taurus also?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you?
Stubborn. I can be stubborn to begin with. As I get older, I'm more stubborn, and as my health has failed me, I'm a little cranky. So I tell people, I am what I am. I have my faults. I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to help people. I'm trying to provide a valuable, information as far as people can hang out on a drama-free zone. They can learn about reselling. They can hang with their friends if they want to just hang in the chat. And I learn, and hopefully they learn something too. And this will be in perpetuity. I can't speak properly. I'm like, I just got out of bed. So when people are new sellers, they can look at this. I'm going to meet with several resellers and hopefully go live from eBay Open. I'm going to be on Steve Rakin Profits channel. I think that's going to be taped though. He already confirmed me. I just have to confirm the date and time. So that'll be nice. Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, will definitely go live with me at some point. I've spoken with online with Scott and the Bearded Picker, and he's said he would go live with me at some point. We'll get together. So I'm trying to get a few people on to go live with me. Some of the the bigger resellers, and even some smaller resellers like Barry. Barry, the Thrifty Santa, is more than welcome to join me. And my only issue is that some people might only be available at lunchtime. It'll be too noisy to do a stream. The last stream I did one from a small one from my room, my hotel room, and I did one from like the convention center, not the convention center, like the exhibit center. Right. But that was like when seminars were going on. Because what happens is they have all these seminars, and sometimes it's pretty spread out. So sometimes you'll be at one location, you have to get over to another location. You don't know where it is. You ask for help. And by the time you get there, they're closing the door and said you can't come in. So that's what happened the last time. I said, okay, well, if I can't go in, I'll just hang in at the exhibition center. I'll talk to some of the vendors, and then I sit up there like a little high top. They have like tables set up for the meals. They have a little high top set up. So I set up a little high top with my my gimbal, which is basically like a stabilizing device, you can use for your cell phone, your camera, whatever. This one's for a cell phone. Then it has like a little tripod. So I set that up, and I was doing a little broadcast. And then Ryan and Allie walked by, Allie Roots. They walked by. They were doing something with eBay, and they walked by, and they gave me a little pop in as they walked by. Good. So that was fun.
Yeah.
So
it's so funny you just mentioned like everybody who started me actually, following everybody on YouTube, because I think between Casey and Steve Rakin, They're probably the first two that I followed when I.
Yeah, I mean, and a bona fide hustler, Chris is not going to be there.
Chris isn't going.
No, he doesn't go. He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't really attend those. And he did his
green room,
and I think he told me he's going away in a couple of weeks or a week after that or something. So he's not going. And then I was hanging out with Prof Sales and Karin, Jason and Karin, and they're not going this year because they're doing mainly Amazon book selling. They're not going. Beth Ten of Hearts isn't going. So I was hanging out with Beth a lot. And then, Barry Thrifty Santa is going. So whomever is there, I tell them, I said, look, guys, you know what I look like because you see me on YouTube. So just say hello if you see me. I'm kind of big and I stand out in the crowd. So just come up and say hello to me.
Yeah, I had my finger on the button.
Okay, I'm sorry, Lisa. I was waiting for you to send me there's Destiny. Lisa, can you send me a message on in Messenger and I'll just send you a link that way? That was my fault. I was going to send it to you and I got busy talking to Teresa. Just send me a message like Teresa did. She said hello, and then I'll just send you the link right there.
Yeah, I was going to go to eBay Open this year, but I was there. I was going to push the button, and I just said, you know what? This year is my ramp up year. This year is my year that I just got to break out so that I can go full time. And I don't want those distractions. I don't want to lose my store time. Last year we went to California for a wedding, and I made a big mistake and didn't just shut down my store, but I removed every listing. Big mistake. Don't ever do it. Just put your time.
Your handling time. Yeah, I'm going to probably do a little video about that because I did that last time.
Because it took me forever to get back, All
right, there's Lisa. I'll send it. Lisa, you didn't send me. I'll send it to you. I was able to find hers quickly. All right. There you go, Lisa. I sent it to you. Yeah, I mean, that's confusing. I don't know why, because I was talking to Casey, or I think it was in his VIP group, one of his live streams. We were talking about that because I don't know why other platforms do that. When you set your store on vacation, automatically extend your handling time. Oh, do I have you on Messenger? Let me check, Barry. I think Barry wants to join us. That's cool. So we got this 5 or 6. Going to have to change the format, which is something I need to do anyway. If you want to hold down the chat for a little bit, Teresa, I'm going to see if I can find Barry.
No problem. I mean, this to me is a great thing. Like I said, I went live the last 2 mornings, and for me, I just need the simplicity of it. If I start to grow and we need more people in, then I'll sign up for it and I'll use the paid version or check out Zoom. I did put OBS on my computer and I was trying a few things with OBS, but I don't even know if we do this. You don't need OBS. And if Zoom at some point, the paid version doesn't require you to have OBS, I'm going to just uninstall it at this point because I don't even know if there's a reason to have it on my computer.
Right. Okay, now I got 2 Robert Joneses here. Let's see. Is that the one? All right, Barry. We'll see if this works. Worst comes to worst, I can delete it.
Like I said, you can put it in the chat. You can put the link in the chat. I did yesterday and today. Now I'm not, I don't have 1,000 subscribers, but you just let in whoever clicks.
Yeah, you're right. Did oh, oh, so you don't want to join, Barry? Okay, just disregard that. And if that's right, Robert Jones, let me know. So, hey, Red, how you doing, buddy? I was asking about you the other day. I hadn't seen you for a while. It's Urban Viking Explorer.
Yep. Hi, Red. Yes, I put him on my cheat sheets this morning. I'm almost finished with the cheat sheet for Darlene in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I need that too. It's like,
all right. I'm almost done. I have a few people to add and a few things. Oh, you said your birthday, you're a Taurus like me. May what? Not the year. Just tell me the date.
17.
Okay.
All right, I got your camera, Lisa. Let's see you yet.
Yeah, give it time. It took a couple seconds.
Okay.
Yesterday, it's slow.
Okay, so that's one thing, guys. If it's your first time doing a stream as a creator, you'll see the people's little icons will pop up along the bottom when whatever name they put in, and then you can see it. You just have to click on it to add it, the plus sign, and then if you can hover over with your mouse, then you'll have a minus sign also, so you can remove that from the stream. So.
Mama, you have a cheat sheet too? Okay, well, you know what? Maybe we should compare. I'll send you yours. You send me mine.
All right, let me see. I'm going to try to do it this way. So when Lisa joins us, and Barry said he's going to pop in for a little bit. That's good, guys. You'll get experience. If you haven't done this yet, you really should pop in, even for a few minutes. There's Lisa. Hello.
I'm on now. Okay. I was just looking at my camera, seeing what's going on. Why is it taking so long this time?
You're on now. We see you.
Do I have any feedback?
No.
Yes, a little bit.
Oh,
you getting feedback? Okay. I
have my YouTube thing on. Oh no, I closed out my YouTube, so I shouldn't have anything.
I can put earplugs on. I'll do that. That may help.
You know what, Lisa, too? Maybe just lower the volume on your computer. I'm going to lower mine. Sometimes they say if you lower
mine's kind of low, but I don't have a problem wearing earbuds.
All right, let me try that. I have it only on halfway up.
Okay.
Let me try that.
There, I lowered it down to like 45.
Okay.
So, does that help?
That definitely might have helped, yeah.
Did? Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, I put mine down too. I'm loud anyway, so I keep mine down. Mine's at 24.
Hey, there's Mr. Wade. Welcome, Wade.
Hey, Wade.
I can turn down my volume. I have the earbuds in here.
Yeah, that was the other thing we were joking about this morning. We were talking about you, Wade, because Debbie was like, "Oh my God, you look so much better."
Look at that. We have some
Scott
resellers in the chat, Mr. Wade Venture and Mr. Scott the Bearded Picker.
Woohoo!
Woo! I'm just testing out the StreamYard. By the way, thanks, Scott, for bringing everybody into the platform. It looks like it's the best. Oh, we have Mr. Andy, the Parrot Head Picker. Thanks for joining us. Somebody sent me a message. I'll read it later. And it was Donatella. Yeah, so it's a matter of getting used to this and the little bells and whistles. What Barry say? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's a matter of just learning all the different bells and whistles and playing around with it a little bit. When you host, it's just a little different. I mean, I found it somewhat, I should say difficult, a little confusing to set it up. Yeah, you really like it, Scott? Yeah, I mean, I was looking at Zoom, but if it's not compatible to start with YouTube, it doesn't make any sense for me to do it. I think the quality is a little better on Zoom as far as the video, but I mean, I guess at this point, it's a matter of ease of use. See, I'm getting feedback with these earbuds on, so I guess.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put my headphones on because we're going to call out Lisa. I'm teasing you, Lee. But
what happened?
No, that's
I didn't hear the feedback before, but when I put my earbuds in, I can hear the feedback now. I mean, so that's someone on the panel has an echo or feedback. So I don't even know how to. Let me just try that. You're gonna put your earbuds in?
I put mine in.
You have them in? Yeah. All right, I'm still hearing it, so it's probably you, Lisa.
I'm closing out my YouTube window then.
Oh, that's.
I mean, I can't. I tried popping out the chat, but then it wouldn't load the chat. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna have chat. So if anybody says anything,
I'll monitor chat if anybody has a question for you. I'll make
okay.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
There, I closed it.
Yeah, this time a week from now, I'll be in Vegas, Swede. I'm getting there right around 11:30, 12 noon, which would be like 3 p.m. our time. So right about this time next Sunday, I'll be in Las Vegas. Who was the bearded picker and the parrot head picker? The bearded picker is Scott, and the parrot head picker is Andy. Miss Shy Dove, Miss Mama. That's who they are.
Mama, I'm sending you my cheat sheet.
Can you, by the way, Traci, can you send that in Google Docs? Because I didn't want to spend the money to get the Microsoft Office.
Yeah, no problem.
Is that convert? I don't know. You can convert that, right?
I can convert it to anything. And if you don't want to even use, I mean, I have Excel. I have the whole Office suite. But if you don't want to spend money on it, because on my other computer, I have, Open Office. It's compatible. Okay. It's compatible with Excel. You can download that for free.
Yeah, I've never used that. I had a friend said he wasn't crazy with that, so I just used the Google Docs and then.
Okay. Yeah, I can convert it. It's fine.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody has that on, if they have a Chrome or if they have, Gmail, they have that.
Right.
So did my feedback go away when I closed the YouTube?
No, it's still a feedback.
I don't know what to
lower your volume again. Try to lower your volume again.
Every time I lower it, I can hear you guys less and less. So.
Oh, okay.
Let me lower it down more. I'm down to 32.
Okay. I don't hear it now. Say something, Lisa.
Something.
I don't hear it. I think you're okay now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I keep these handy right by me, so in case there's an issue. I mean, that's, like I said, when Dwayne was doing the auction, he had feedback from Heather, and he muted Heather. But I mean, that's obviously not. You leave for Vegas tomorrow, 1,800 miles. Sometimes Friday evening, or you get yard sales on the way, Scott. Yeah, well, you're used to all that driving. I can't. In fact, my car is. That's another story. I don't want to cry poor mouth, but basically, I have to get another used car eventually. I'm just trying to deal with these health issues and get them. You can screen share using StreamYard. Yes, you can, Andy. The creator can, and apparently the guest can too. Again, I'm trying to learn how to do all of that. Okay, mine down the bottom it says screen share.
Yeah, and that just gives you the link. And then you can copy and paste that. And like I said, you can put it right in the chat if you want.
I'm not talking about invite. I'm talking about screen sharing. Andy was
yeah.
Let me pull something up that's related to what we're doing here. Let's see here.
I think it's cool that you could change the layout of the size of the people.
I'm trying to learn how to do that.
You can have vertical. You can have them all skinny lined up, or you can have just the horizontal blocks. Right. I like the banner where you can, like when Derek was doing that auction with Donatella, the banner came up of whatever that item was and how much the price was with shipping while she was showing that item. So you didn't have a bunch of people saying, how much was that? How much was that?
Yeah, that's nice. I haven't played with the banner yet. Let me try to screen share. We'll go to the banner in a minute.
And then highlighting certain comments, like if somebody says something really funny or important, you can just highlight their comment right on the screen for everybody to see in case a chat goes too fast or something.
Right. Let me see if it's going to give me the option here. Application, Chrome tab.
Use the application sometimes. I mean,
I never use the Chrome tab because I like that because Hangouts didn't have the Chrome tab. I always had problems with that. So, okay, you guys should be able to see this. You see this, all listings are now mobile friendly by default.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was nice. It took eBay forever to do that because then I would go back and I would check my listings like, when did I get any views on this listing? Well, if you guys don't know, again, I tell you, I gear my channel towards beginners and intermediate sellers. Over 50% of purchases on eBay are done through a mobile device, whether it be a tablet or a cell phone. So if your listing wasn't mobile friendly, you're losing out on half the people not being able to see your listing properly. So as of June 26th, supposedly eBay made all listings mobile friendly from the get-go. So you don't have to put in that code in to make them mobile friendly.
That took them a while.
It sure did. But I mean, that's important,
Yes, Tommy, I will absolutely send you the cheat sheet.
All right, let me get out of that so I can stop sharing. Okay, and you guys, it says supposedly that you as panelists can. Okay, now I'm like the three things. Okay, I don't know, did it by default, whatever.
I will screen share my cheat sheet for a minute if you want. You got to approve me. I think if I click screen share.
Yeah, I figured out how to do that. Okay, let's see.
And hit share screen.
Does that show up on your where?
I'm not sure where it shows.
On the bottom. It has removed from StreamYard. I'm gonna do that. Did you let me know when you started and I'll see.
I started it. I have it up.
I don't see it.
Yeah, you're right, Andy. I'm trying to figure out how I know it said the guests can do it, the panel members can do it.
I think you have to approve it though.
Okay, well, it's not showing on your bottom picture. It just says removed from stream. And on your top picture, it's not saying anything. All right. So let me go up to screen share, see if it shows. No, it's going to want me to screen share my own.
All right. So if I click on it, wait, I think I got it. I think maybe.
Oh, okay. Add to stream. Yep. Now I have it. Okay.
Yay.
All right. Now, can I make that the whole screen? How do I do that? That's a good question. Can I make that remove? I don't know how to make it the whole screen. I guess eventually I'll figure that out.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, when you posted it to the group, then it came up on my little bottom screen, and it said I could add it to the stream.
Okay.
All right.
So that's my little cheat sheet that I'm gonna finish today and send out.
Good mama. She's an expert now on all this stuff. She's
I
very
know, she's great.
What's the word I'm looking for? She's kind of like
technologically savvy.
Savvy, right. I do stuff. It's like, oh my word. Mama says, oh, you do this, you do this. Like one time, boom, she understands it. Hey, Tommy.
She was born in the wrong era. Already.
She's been on like 3 times, and she knows all the bells and whistles. Good for you, Mama. You know, Mama, I probably shouldn't do this. I learned a long time ago not to mention anybody's age, but you know, Mama is 80 years old, and Mama is like a snap at this computer stuff. It's really, really good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Hey, Donna, I didn't think I had to send you a new one. I bought for Friday night. I figured I didn't have to send you a new email for Saturday. Just put it all together. Just send me one big invoice. But no, if you want another email, I'll certainly. I don't even know how many. I got to actually watch the video back to see exactly how many I bought from you. And that's what I wanted to mention before, because we were joking this morning, because Wade, I bought a box from Wade last month, and I'm still have yet to list those calls.
Oh yeah, you bought a resellers. I saw you. Yeah. So Andy, you're still doing the Poshmark shows, right? I know in the summertime it gets a little crazy, and I don't think Tanya was doing them, but you guys are going to have to come up with some kind of paddle video software. So try StreamYard. The free version is what, up to 6 people, Teresa?
6, yeah, 6 people.
Yeah, I think 6 is sufficient to start. Like I said, I'll play around with it for a couple of months, and then you need to make a list. Well, Teresa, if you're on her messenger list, you can send it to us via messenger, or you could send her. You will still have your email address.
Oh, I have her email. She has mine, but no, she's talking about for the invoice.
Oh, she says I'll make a list. I thought she was talking about. Okay. You done about once? Yeah, I know. Well, Dwayne has used StreamYard. He used it last night for the auction. He had a little bit issue with feedback with Heather, and then he muted Heather. So I don't even know how to do that. I guess I should learn how to do that. Like hover over your picture, that doesn't do anything.
Right at the bottom, there is a mute button. I'm just not sure.
But I wonder if I mute myself. Let me see.
Oh, that might. Yeah.
Yeah, that muted myself.
I
see there's a mic on the bottom of each person. Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought you can mute. Okay, I'll have to figure this out. There's a way you can mute everybody at the same time too.
I'm not sure about that. I know you can mute everybody on Zoom, but on here, I'm not 100%.
Right. The one thing I did like on Hangouts was that you could, as a panel member, you can mute other panel members. So, like, I mean, when we're doing the morning show, like sometimes people don't realize how noisy it is, and they're, Traci with her grandson, he gets kind of loud, and I guess she's used to having, him playing or whatever. So it just kind of echoes in the room. So we can mute her, and I'll just say, Traci, you're muted when Braden is calmed down or whatever, you can come back on.
Yeah, I don't think she even realizes it anymore because she's just around it so much.
Yeah, so she's around him so much. I mean, I know that, like when I go out, I mean, because I've never had children. I mean, I had a nephew, whatever. But when I'm around children, especially, I was telling earlier, Teresa, I'm a little cranky as I get older and with my ailments. And I'll be like in a restaurant, and kids will be carrying on. The parents are just ignoring them. It's like, don't you realize those kids are being really annoying? I mean, I won't say
you just get less tolerant. You tolerate a lot less, and even when you're in a store and the kids are running around, grabbing things, jumping in front of you, hitting you with the car, whatever. It's like, where's your parents at?
And then sometimes if I see kids like really behaving well, I'll go up. Usually it's with their grandparents, because usually they don't. I mean, again, I probably shouldn't say that, but typically when I see it, it's when the kids are with their grandparents, and usually they're Southern grandparents, because they respect their elders. So I'll come up to them and say, are they your grandchildren? I said, they are very well behaved. Because, I mean, you notice it when it stands out. When kids are well behaved, it stands out.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure. These days.
like Lizanne was saying, how she took her grandchildren to the ice cream factory, and they were so well behaved on the ride down, the ride back. So she said she was praising them on the ride down and back, because she says they always hear it when they're not well behaved. So she wanted to make sure that she praised them when they behaved well, and that's a great point.
Well, that's the same thing when I show my car at car shows, and you have the people that, okay, you know, they have the baby in the stroller, and they're like, keep one hand on the cart, stay by mommy, stay by daddy. Then you have the other ones that the kids are 4 cars ahead of the parents, and they're touching everything on the car, and they're eating their little sticky whatever it is, and then they're just running their hand down the side of your car, or what's this, you know, and it's crazy. And then now I have my antique booth, and when I'm there, I could see when certain parents are there with their kids, and they're a couple booths ahead of the parents, and oh, look at this here, crash, bang, boom, you know, oh, mommy, I want this, oh, you can't have that, and they just leave it right there on the ground, and they just keep walking, like they don't even try to put the item back or anything. It's like, wow, really? You know, everyday life, you see it happen.
What were you trying to do, Destiny? It's just stream. It's if you just
she tried to put a link in for StreamYard and it wouldn't let her. So the link in the chat, you mean?
Yeah, because I think because on my YouTube I only allow moderators to post links.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I tried that one time here. I'm not a mod here on his channel, so I couldn't. Somebody asked for a link to something in an article or something. I went to put the link, and it's like, oops, you're not allowed to put links here. I'm like, okay.
I've had issues with. I don't really want to get into this. I just have issues with, and it's nothing personal. I've had issues with some moderators. I've had issues where I've been a long-term moderator, and all of a sudden I went to Las Vegas last year, and this particular channel added 8 moderators, and I was his only moderator. And I would set my alarm every night because he was a late night show. And when I was in Las Vegas, he added 8 moderators. So,
wow.
And I tell you guys, I'm kind of stubborn. I'm a tourist, and I'm getting older, and it's nothing personal. I just have a handful of moderators, and I add people like, you know, I added Kimmy because I trust Kimmy. You know, Kimmy's a sweetheart, and I trust her. I added her, and I'll add people along the way. But I'd like to have my core group of friends that I trust, and they know how I feel, and because everyone's a little different. I mean, like with Casey the Rockstar Flipper, it took me 2.5 years to become a moderator on his channel. Yeah. And now he raves about what a great moderator I am, because, and then occasionally I'll do something like somebody was acting up in his chat, and I kind of give people like a little bit of leeway, and I finally just say, yeah, this guy's being a real jerk.
And he didn't want you to get rid of him, though.
He goes, Adam, let it go through. I said, okay, it's your stream. Yeah. The guy was being a real jerk, and because I guess Casey wanted to respond to it. Casey,
I had my first troll yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, Casey was telling us how much he makes, you know, between YouTube and, you know, eBay and Amazon, and his Facebook groups and his affiliate links, all this stuff. And then this guy kept challenging him. It's like, well, this guy's car payment is like $2,000 a year. I mean, I think he said his payments are almost $5,000 a month. Yeah. And granted, you got to make X amount of dollars and pay taxes on that to generate $5,000 a month in income.
Yeah, pre-tax income's got to be almost triple that.
And his car payment's $2,000. His insurance was got another $600 for the 2 cars. Yeah. So it was like almost $5,000, and his mortgage and this, that. You know, it's like, seriously, dude, why you? So I muted. I didn't mute the guy. I just deleted the comment. And he said, let it go through. And then half the chat, he was arguing with this guy. It's like, okay, it's your channel.
Oh, T, were you talking about that person that was like, what is the purpose of this discussion?
Yes. Yeah.
Why are you boring me or something like that?
Right.
Yeah. And then started saying like, I don't know.
I don't believe you. And it's like.
And she's like, if you're so bored, you feel free to leave.
Right.
There's millions of other YouTubers out there.
Go somewhere else.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Did you watch his parking angry drivers when angry drivers attack or something? His other channel.
Oh, the one where people leave notes and all that.
He just got trespassed from Walmart.
Wow.
This woman was parked in the fire lane, and he was videotaping her that parked in the fire lane, and she's going back and forth to him. So then she pulls out of the fire lane, and she actually parks like in front of the store, but on the other side of the road.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
In traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And people are zipping around, they're pulling around her. The sheriff department shows up, and he says, I'm going to have you trespassed. Well, legal, they can't have them trespassed. The managers or somebody of the property owner has to request that. So the cop, when the manager comes out, the cop requests the manager to trespass him, which is illegal.
Right.
But she did it, so he trespassed him. So then cases are like, I don't have to show my ID. He goes, well, yes, you do, because I have to file a report. We're trespassing you. He goes, well, first of all, you shouldn't have trespassed me. The property owner or the manager has to trespass me, and you ask her. He goes round and around and around and around. So I guess technically he's trespassed from that Walmart, and it's his local Walmart.
I know. It's crazy.
You know. There's Miss Kimberly.
Hey.
Kimberly, you're welcome to join, honey, if you want. I shouldn't say honey. You're welcome to join. I hate when men say honey with the younger women.
So Donatello, I saw your comment there that you're a Taurus too. So now I know why you, me, and Adam get along great. Taurus do tend to get along with other Taurus because we know how each other are.
Well, you know, and I say time and time again, to me, friendship is very important. Loyalty is very important. And treating people the right way. I mean, that's just the way I am, and that's the way I was raised.
Yeah, me too.
I was raised.
But I believe in the platinum rule, not the golden rule. The platinum rule is treat others the way they want to be treated.
Well, that's true. That's true. But you don't always know how others want to be treated.
Yeah,
I know how I would like to be treated. You know, I mean, like you know what annoys me too. I mean, this is becoming a rant, but it shouldn't be. I'm just trying to talk. When I let people in traffic, when it's like really a lot of traffic and nobody's letting them in. Is it that difficult to just go like this and flash your headlights? It's like, dude, you could have sat there for another 20 minutes. And I let you in, just wave to me, thank me. That's all.
Yeah.
Or when I'm going into the store, hold the door open for me. Or I'll hold it open for you. Mm-hmm. And just say thank you or nod. That's all it takes.
See, and I thought all that was a New York thing. We're not all rude here. I find the same thing, like even just going down my normal street here. You know, you pull over if there's parked cars, and it's the younger kids that never even acknowledge. It's like they just go and just think they have the right, and that annoys me.
Well, see, you're a Taurus. You feel like I do.
Yeah.
I just like, seriously. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll pull over like 10 car lengths back and let somebody go through. And they just zip through like the end of the road. It's like, okay, seriously, to do this or to flash your headlights.
Yep.
Hi, hey, Yvonne, how are you? Yvonne Thrifty Witch. We have some big time resellers in the group. Yvonne has a great channel, guys. If you know how to. I can't do it here. Can I do it here? No, I can't do it here with my. So I'm in my StreamYard chat. I'm not in the YouTube chat. But you guys know how you can follow people on your phone. Just click on their icon on your computer. Just click on the 3 dots to the right and go to their channel. Yvonne has a great. I think she does her show twice a month or once a month. She has a really neat reselling show. Some neat people on her show too. There's Miss Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. So we have some really very knowledgeable resellers here.
No, Yvonne's up to 3,000.
Yeah, I know. And Yvonne, I'd asked Yvonne in her chat once whether she was going to eBay Open because I met her last year, and she said she was not. That she invested in her. I think she bought computer screens and monitors and different things. She invested in her business because it's expensive. I mean, for me, it's going to be over $2,000. I mean,
oh yeah.
And I have
that's why I said it. My investment is I got to get this going full time this year, and that's my goal. Next year's another story.
Right. When are you planning on moving to Delaware? What you?
About a year. We're going to have something built, and
you're going to have it built. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, hopefully, I'll be able to get my house kind of sorted, straightened up around here, and I can come down to visit you, and maybe you can tell me what areas are good and what.
We had a great real estate agent when we went down the first time last September, and he literally drove us the whole state of Delaware, gave us the whole tour of every town, every place, what was what, and everything. He was wonderful, wonderful. Unfortunately, he had a heart attack a few months ago, and he's not well. And I feel really bad because now we're not even buying from him because. Right. But that is life, and always wish him well. But yeah, and I've changed 3 or 4 times the locations. I started way up in Wilmington, and now we're down in Dover.
Yeah, so I'd like to be closer to Newark, but I looked at Middletown and
Newark. It's not Newark.
Newark is Jersey, right? Newark. You're right.
They have a fit when you say Newark.
Yeah, all right. It's Newark. Newark, New Jersey, and Newark, Delaware.
Right. Well, my husband used to say, I don't think I can live in a place called Newark. I said, that's because it's not Newark, it's Newark.
Right.
Because when you know what Newark, New Jersey is, you don't want to live there.
Oh, no. And I used to have to drive up that turnpike. And that's why people used to always say, oh, you live in New Jersey? It's like, well, it's not all like turnpike and refineries. And I mean, I live an hour and a half from the beaches, and I live 5 minutes from Philadelphia, and it's totally different down here than it is up north. I mean, there's some nice areas further north in, North Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, but the real estate is extremely pricey, and the property taxes are insane.
Anywhere here in the Northeast, it doesn't matter, Adam. I mean, listen, people here, I live in Long Island, and they think I live in the Hamptons, and I'm on the beach. I'm not.
Right, but you're in Long Island, so yeah. Well, we lost Lisa. I don't know if she just popped out or she lost her feed or what happened. So, did anybody want to join us? I guess, let me try. I mean, I'll be take a chance to post this link.
Yeah, I don't think we have anybody, and we got a couple of moderators in here now, but you don't have to let them in. You just don't accept them.
Right. Okay, guys, if you want to join us, I'm going to post the link. Just click on the link.
Oh, David lives in Jersey City. I used to work at 490. Well, let me think. 4. Oh
yeah, that's Hetty. That's Hedwig David. Hetty.
Oh, Hetty. Okay, Hetty. Mm-hmm. I used to work on Washington Boulevard for many years. Chase had a building there. I was a trainer for a while. Trained the country.
So I'm assuming you said you tried doing that before, Teresa, and it works from the if you posted it in the chat.
Yeah, okay. if anybody wants to come in, they can just click on that. Kim, if you want to click on it, or whoever wants to come in.
Yep. No, I have not done auctions. I did it once when Sandy was on my show. I did an auction. She was nice enough to do a special piece just for my subscribers, and I just auctioned the one thing.
Michelle, that's a YouTube thing, because I've always been subscribed to Lisa, who was just in here, and I went to her channel yesterday and I was unsubscribed. YouTube has a famous thing of doing that. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling people I'm trying to build up my buffer a little bit over to 1,000. I don't know, because I don't know what the rules are. YouTube, if you fall below 1,000, do they pull your mobile privileges? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I was like, I fought to get up to above that 1,000, and I was floating around, and I would lose 2, gain 2, lose 3, gain 1. So now I'm up like 5 for like the last 2 weeks. So that's pretty poor when you only gained 5 subscribers in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I think once you got to 1,000, did you ever fall below again?
No.
Yeah. For some reason, Derek fell below
several times. Yeah.
A couple of times. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, thanks, Donna. She loves to hear me speak. Yeah.
Yvonne wants to know if anyone in the chat is in Colorado besides she and Kimmy. You're currently shipping? Okay. Dwayne and Heather are coming out to Denver area, I believe. They're going to meet with Kimmy. That'd be nice. You're up to 86, Ricardo. Ricardo, you can join from a phone if you wanted to try it. Oh, Lisa's back.
Oh, Pat's in the house too. Oh, see, she comes back and I hear the reverb.
I hear the echo. Okay,
I'm serious.
I'll mute her mic for a second. That I learned how to do. That's good. That's a plus.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat, you want to join us, Pat? The link's in the chat if you want to join us. What's the thing? I thought given to all people who live on Long Island. Okay. I don't know what he's talking about.
What I was saying about Long Island, that we all live in the Hamptons and 5 minutes,
okay.
We live on the beachfront. That's not true. Listen, when Superstorm Sandy came through, trust me when I tell you, I used to joke that I wanted to move south, Massapequa on the water, because I'm in Massapequa Park, which is north of the highway and north of the train tracks. And for years we said we lived on the wrong side of the tracks, but believe me, after Superstorm Sandy, we lived on the right side of the tracks. Not that we didn't have issues. I mean, we certainly did. Everybody in the Northeast did. I mean, we lost power and
we're hearing things about there's Pat. Look at that handsome man.
There he is.
Hey guys, how are we doing?
Hey.
I can only stay for a little bit because I'm getting ready to meet Chaz from Side Hustle Network.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm going down towards Harrisburg, about 3-hour trip.
Okay. How was your party yesterday?
Good, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was long and tiring, and then
had your show late at night. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised you did your late show last night.
You must have been exhausted.
I don't skip. I don't think I skip a show. Got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? That's why, to be honest, the Saturday I don't mind doing a late show because if I'm doing something at 6 o'clock in the morning to even 9 o'clock at night, I still got 11 o'clock still there waiting for me.
I'm gonna unmute Lisa, see if she's okay. I think you're better now, right, Lisa?
I hope so.
Okay.
Better?
For now.
So far, so good.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I meant to say hi to you, Walter, and I got sidelined. Hello, Walter. If I miss anybody in the chat, I'm just because I'm trying to learn how to do this, and I may miss you guys. I apologize. And thanks, moderators. I can't even see. I know who are my moderators. I can't even see if you're a moderator. That's the.
Yeah, in the background, you can't see that. You have to still have YouTube pulled up to see
right.
that.
Right.
You know, one thing I don't like about StreamYard is the delay. It seems longer than normal, and when we're talking our conversation, don't pay attention to the side chat sometimes because that side chat is 25-30 seconds off. So sometimes, questions, it's just not matching up. Another thing I like how we can do all these, like our names and be up there. The only thing is you have to be really conscientious because we're all on camera at the same time. Like I'll get people saying to me, Pat, smile, or what are you looking at? Because I'm paying attention to the side chat. So I'm not sitting there, hello, as if I'm talking and stuff like that. So now the host has the ability to kind of be conscientious of that, and they can focus on one person or change the screens around a little bit and do different things. But it's still new. It can be tweaked. I think next Saturday we're going to go back to Google Hangouts and kind of ask the people, hey, what do you like better? I wish Google Hangouts had some of these little features that we could kind of play around with, such as banners. The only thing is with the banners, you don't want to leave them up too long, too, because they cover the people's faces.
Yeah, is that all the way to the right there? Is that the banner?
Yeah, the banners are great, though. I mean, like for the auctions last night with Donna, that was great cool. When Derek was putting up, what it was starting at and what it was.
Well, and that's another thing is you got to keep in mind, those banners are great when there's only two people. Because the two people can be up there and there's a button that you can click that they're a little smaller and it still gives you rooms for the banners. Don't forget, when you have 4 or 6 people, our image is being chopped down some so that we all fit in the screen. Where 2 people, for the auctions, I love it because even the focus. I mean, I sample this gum and look how it stays in focus all the time.
So that wasn't the banner. Okay. Where do I find the banner?
To the right, it says banners.
Right under the chat one.
All the way to the right, Adam.
Oh, yeah. I clicked on that. It didn't do my banner.
You have to make one.
Yeah. And then to the left, you'll see 2 default ones. And then you click plus sign, and then you type in there what you want. And then it'll say show or hide.
Okay. I'll have to figure it out because I don't see it now.
Listen to Tommy, or you can call borderline hoarderish. Gimme.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So it goes in the chat and I have to click. No, that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, see, now it covers Pat and Lisa's face.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's good sometimes because Tommy's busting my chops again that I have to smile. I'm starting to wonder because he's the only one that calls me out that I don't smile enough. Tommy, I love you, but I'm not going to smile 24 hours a day. Now, Destiny, I'll smile for, or Mr. Pickles, but not for Tommy.
Mr. Pickles.
Hello, Debbie. Hello, John. John's here. No more Debbie Sales is here.
It's Debbie. I had Debbie on my show this morning. She's great.
So, Pat, what are you doing with Chaz tonight?
He came in for a Spartan event. He's into that health and fitness thing. He flew in from Washington, and they made up a meet and greet in Harrisburg. Okay. And I've talked to him before, but he has over 100,000 subs. I like him though. I tell you, I'm always inspired when I see young energy get out there. We have the tendency to knock that younger people are lazy, and let me tell you, they proved that theory wrong.
Oh yeah, he works like 6 jobs. Chad.
Right, just like I mean, Rally Roots is still my favorite people and favorite channel, and just because they're just so smart and their energy and come across so genuine. I'm hoping one day to get them on the show. We've talked and they've said yes. It's just a matter of scheduling it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get them from eBay Open and see if they'll pop on for short.
Are you going to eBay Open, Pat?
No, I'm going to Nashville next month.
Okay.
eBay Open is more. First of all, it's too far. It's Vegas for me, where I'm in Pennsylvania. So right now, I don't see the benefit. It would be more of a networking thing to meet with other people. I mean, I've been doing eBay since 1998, so. But it is a great networking opportunity to meet other people like yourself and stuff like that. That's exactly the reason why I'm going down to meet Chaz today, because I'll tell you, it's paid off, because I've met Jason and Eric in person, and me and Jason, and we're doing storage units together, getting ready to meet up with Jeremy within the next. I could have done it yesterday, but my son's graduation. So from what the hell? So that's what I like about this YouTube and wanting to do. And I'm willing to travel as far as.
Well, anytime you want to swing north and east, come to Long Island.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second, Pat.
I'm sorry.
Just want to say hello to Ricardo. Thank you.
Ricardo.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, so Ricardo is Storage Pirate. Okay.
Storage Pirate, correct. Yep.
How you doing, sir? I've seen you in the chat, but sometimes you don't know the people's name and stuff like that.
I have a cheat sheet, Pat. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I try to get to know everybody's name, but yeah, like you said, Adam, do you mind? Since we don't really know can everybody introduce themselves and who they are?
Really. Yep. You guys should know me. I'm Adam with Adam's Exploits. I do a show every Wednesday, Reselling Rhythms. I will be in Las Vegas this time a week from today for eBay Open. I'm going to try to do several live shows, and I'm also going to be on Steve Rake and Profits channel. At some point, he's going to invite me on a show, and I believe this will be recorded, though. So I guess we'll go in order. Next would be Teresa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Teresa, or T, as I'm known on YouTube. My Great Find for You. You can find my eBay store under that. You can find my Gmail. It's mygreatfind@gmail, or it's Instagram, My Great Find for You. I live on Long Island. I've been selling on eBay since 2000. I do a little bit of Poshmark. Quit my Amazon 8 years ago, kicking myself now because I would definitely be grandfathered in, but I'm back on. So starting up again with that. And I work full-time for Big Blue Chase. I'm a mortgage consultant for the last 33 years. That's my full-time gig. But I'm looking this year. That's why I'm not going to eBay Open. And I am trying to ramp up full-time so that this time next year I will be relocated to Delaware and doing this full-time.
Okay, Miss Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa, also known as Flippin Crazy on YouTube. I sell on Facebook Marketplace. I have a Facebook selling page called Lisa's Eclectic Menagerie Shop. I also recently got a booth in an antique mall. I sell stuff locally. I used to sell on eBay. I started eBay back in 1999. I dabble in it here and there, and most of my sales come from jewelry. I do have other stuff, but probably 80 to 90% of my sales do come from jewelry. That's about it.
Okay, Mr.
And I'm in Georgia.
Okay, Ricardo.
So Miss Ricardo, I'm known as Storage Pirate. I've been selling on eBay since '99. I do storage auctions, Facebook, and I live in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Great. And Mr. Pat.
Hey, Adam, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. You know, this is how we get to know each other. And I just think when we kind of come in these rooms, makes it a little bit more personal, that we can put a name with a face. So thank you. I'm Pat Dees, and my channel is Pat Dees 72. I've been on eBay since 1998. I started Amazon in January 2019 through the help of Scott and Rise and Grind Picker. I do his. I probably missed the last 2 weeks, but Tuesday and Thursdays I've been doing Scott the Bearded Picker show with him, and I do my own show on Saturday night, and I release videos. And then on Thursdays, we rotate between myself, Destiny, the Shamrock Pixie, and Kimberly, Borderline Hoarderish. So we rotate every week, and it's that show on Thursday typically is an interview style show where we bring on guests and they tell us about what they do to make a living and reselling and stuff like that. So I thank you guys for having me on.
I just can't see the chat, so.
Yeah, that's an issue. What you have to do is I know you can pop out the chat, but apparently that was an issue. I think Lisa had trouble with that.
You still have, on YouTube, load up the page and then
got the chat, right?
Yeah, and then just pop it out. So
yeah, I was going to ask everybody. Lisa, thank you for commenting. If you guys can all just say something on the panel, say hello or something in the chat. That way, people can subscribe to you, join the show. Click on the 3 buttons to the right or after the show, so they can subscribe to your channel. So we just want to type in hello with have your name next to it. So Lisa did already. So Ricardo, if you just want to type hello or say something in the chat. Oh, you can't. You don't have the chat pulled up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, but okay, I'll put you later, and I'll put your link later in the description.
And Adam, you're from New Jersey, right?
Yeah, I live about 2 miles from Philadelphia. Just
right. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what's great about this YouTube. I mean, we got 5 states here represented, and the opportunity to meet and network, and we all share the same. Wanting to grow and learn from each other as part of reselling and making money. And I think that's great. How many businesses could you go in your own town and knock on your neighbor's business and say, hey, you want to talk or a lot of times it'll happen.
Money.
Right. Unless you join like the Chamber of Commerce. But even then, a lot of these small businesses, what I call mom and pops, we don't have time necessary to do that. Because we were stuck in those retail locations where this at any time you could turn on this and meet people. So
Ricardo, Debbie, I know you don't have your chat pulled up, Ricardo. Debbie Does Sales says she's in Texas too, Central Texas. Glad to see that you are in Corpus.
Also,
Debbie Does Sales.
Also at the flea market.
You do a flea market too?
Yes. I've been doing it for since like 2000.
Okay. What do you do? Like one-offs? Do you specialize in anything? I know you see you do storage auctions.
Jewelry, furniture, just about anything.
A little bit of everything. Okay, cool.
Now, Teresa, do you ever come into Manhattan? Any of the thrift stores, Goodwill and stuff?
No, you know what? I have so much availability here on Long Island. And of course, if I buy one more thing on Donna's auction, I'm going to own her house.
Right. But, are we all buying stuff from Donna? I bought 3 cars the other day.
Yeah.
Our prices are so damn good that you're like,
Pat, I think we were competing Friday night for something.
Yeah, I try not to. I don't. If I bid on it, I do it that I don't try to run anybody up. And I know. But I mean, to be honest, including shipping on most of those things, that, I mean, even the clothes, I mean, selling clothes for $30 or $40 at half that's just going to go for shipping.
Yeah.
So, and it's great. It's great that's what I like too, is I try to, and this is why I try to buy from people that are doing YouTube, the support, because not everybody can get a super chat and super chats, Google takes 30%, but you know what? Hey, if you go on the auction and you buy something from somebody, you're supporting them. You're out there communicating with them. They appreciate it, and it works both ways, helping each other.
Yeah, I mean, we're fortunate enough even here on Long Island. There's a lot of estate sales. I do a lot of. They have an auction online for estate sales, and then they have a pickup like Saturday or Sunday at those homes on Long Island. So I've done a lot of that too as well. And sometimes I buy things like for $1 and they're worth $200. I mean, like There's some silly things sometimes because people just don't follow the online stuff. And the people, especially like, let's call it, Hamptons, North Shore, or any of that here on Long Island where the rich and famous live, not where T lives. They don't care. They just want it out,
Right. Yeah. And that happened. I have a lady coming up from New Jersey right now. She calls me every couple of weeks, just handing me off a couple boxes. Now, maybe it's not stuff I could sell on eBay, but it's stuff in the future I could sell at a flea market because they're selling their house up there and they have a second house up here in Lake Wallenpaupack, and they're eventually going to retire up here. So there's just a lot of stuff that they don't need. I think for me, one of the reasons, like I'm going to go in, I was in Manhattan on Monday. I don't know how many people here are YouTube create, part of what I'm doing is creating content for YouTube. But realistic, in other words, going into, let's say, Goodwill in Manhattan and purchasing things and then showing people, hey, this is what I paid for it and this is what I sold for it. Not everybody who's reselling is necessarily worried about YouTube content. So that's why I asked that question.
Right. The closest I go is to the bins in Queens because we don't have any bins here on Long Island. And I haven't even done that in a year. But I used to do that a lot.
Now, are me and Adam the only two that are creating content for YouTube? Or do you guys do YouTube content?
I do. I just started again. I had been on YouTube years ago. My husband's a chef by trade. So I did a cooking channel for a couple of years. And then we got away from it. And I just, listening to you guys and everything, I said, this is silly. I've always wanted to put my eBay stuff out there. So I only just restarted up probably about 2 months ago, a channel. So I only have about 10 videos up, but yeah.
Yeah, I started mine about 3 months ago. So I've got like 40 something videos so far.
You up already? Wow.
That's great, Lisa.
Wow. And Ricardo,
I just started,
okay.
One of the ones that started watching. So
okay. I'll be honest, it gets easier over time. I've been doing it for 6 months now, and I probably have 170 videos. Probably the first 10, though, you got a discount because those were videos that I was screwing around, testing the camera, and doing things that were probably non-reseller related. As you get on shows like this, even with Adam, gives you the opportunity. You get more comfortable talking with one another, and you're not so worried about the camera or what everybody else is thinking. A lot of times, these hangouts and like this, is just like having a conversation with your family or your friends.
Coffee at your local coffee shop, yeah.
Right? And if we all share the same interest, before you know it, time goes fast.
Yeah, this is going super fast. I mean, just it's like you're chatting with your friends,
Right.
And we're learning. I mean, I'm learning how to do this, and you guys are learning a little bit about being on. Well, Pat, you already know, but everybody else is kind of learning how to be on the panel. And Ricardo, this is what your first live or second live?
Second
live. Okay.
My second one also. My first one was with T yesterday.
Okay. Cool. Well, welcome.
Yeah. So you get experience, right? I mean, it doesn't cost you anything.
Oh, and when we introduced ourselves, I didn't plug my Coffee with Tea Saturday and Sunday morning, 9 to 11.
Great.
Right.
Yeah, I tried Hangouts a couple times, but it didn't work right. So the StreamYard seems to be working fine for me.
Oh, okay.
But the Hangouts never worked right.
Yeah, Lisa and I tried to do a Hangout a couple of weeks back, and for whatever reason, I was the host, and everybody who was coming in the room, Joy Be the Difference, Lisa, and I think somebody else at the time, not Carol, I can't remember who. I couldn't hear anybody, so we had Scott the Bearded Picker come in. We had, who else came in? Somebody else, I can't remember now who, and they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't figure out why the volume wasn't working. And I've just found that with Google Hangouts, even in the past, that it just sometimes doesn't sync right. You got to leave it and come back. And then.
Well, your cell phone is much different on Google Hangouts than your desktop. I've had people link yesterday. 2 people send me links, probably not realizing I was at a graduation party. And I tried to tap it on, even just pop in and say hello but for some reason it doesn't. Now, I did StreamYard from my phone when someone sent me a link, and it worked fine. It just asked you to open it into Chrome.
On an iPhone, it asks you to use Safari.
Yeah. Okay. Now, my first person that I did Google Hangouts with was Destiny. Shamrock Pixie. It was February the 3rd. And, I was like, I didn't even know these lives existed. Until like December, and I'm like, oh, somebody's on. I always thought it was pre-recorded stuff that people. I didn't realize that you could go live, and then I reached out to her and I said, hey, and she's like, and it was hard to be honest because for her, here you got this strange guy asking, can I come and hang out with you and talk? And
yeah, right.
In more ways than one, I guess, right? And for her to really give me the time of day and say, sure, pop in, I give her a lot of credit. And that's what she was the first. She was giggling and laughing at me because I was ready to hang up the thing because I couldn't I kept hearing myself. I'm like, why is it about? And I didn't realize that you had to mute YouTube.
Yeah.
So, you know, we didn't, because she was live already into a show. We didn't go into a show before she hit live. I was just following in a side chat. And I said, hey, can I come on and talk to you? And she's like, sure. So I'm always greatly appreciative of her for giving me that first. Now I try to pass it on and try to meet people like yourself and say, hey, if you guys want to come on the show and hang out and talk about things. You know, I have a business background. I was in the restaurant business for like 20 years with 4 restaurants and had over 800 employees. So for me, it comes easy to talk and interview people. And because I've done it, you know, so many times, you just got to get over the, oh, I don't know. Well, in 10 minutes, I can know you. So, you know, it's simple stuff like, hello, how are you? And ask questions. And before you know it, I mean, here it's an hour and 15 minutes, Adam, already. Before you know it, 2 hours are gone. So.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
And if you find, you know, like you look, Adam's got a sales background. I've been in sales my entire life. I also was a trainer. I stood up in a room. I've been in front of 500 people and spoke before. So I think that plays a big role too with being comfortable in this situation. So having the sales, having your background. Yeah, my husband and I owned a restaurant too. So like, you know, because he's a chef by trade. So, you know, a lot of those things when you have to be in front of people and talking and whatever. I think we just get comfortable.
And I've been in the medical field for.
Go ahead, Ricardo.
That I've been in the medical field for 30 years. I've worked in hospitals, laboratories, and also too, real quick, knowledge is power. I've gone to garage sales and you know, people don't know what they're selling. $3 or $4, and they don't even know that it's 14 karat gold. So I don't tell them anything.
Somebody's power over here. Who is that? Can't hear record.
If they don't know what. Oh, is it me?
Were you typing?
I was guilty.
No, I'm not typing.
Okay, Lisa, we couldn't hear Ricardo. We heard.
Sorry.
Okay.
No. If they don't know what they're selling, that's their problem. You know.
Yeah, of course.
We're not here to teach them. Oh, you're selling too cheap. You know, if I can get it for a few bucks and sell it for $300, I'll do it. You know, any day.
Right. I mean, we used to get the same thing in the restaurant business. Once in a while, someone would say, oh, for $12.95 for a steak, I can go up and get 2 of them at the store. I said, you're absolutely right.
Go ahead.
You're paying for a service for someone to make it, and that's what you're paying for. You're not just paying for the food costs. There's overhead, there's insurance, there's employees, there's tax, there's electric, there's the phone. No one has to justify. If someone says to you, I mean, someone wanted a Sony Walkman I bought at the flea market a couple weeks ago, $5. I said to him, would you take 4? Now, 5, to be honest, was already, even if he said no, I probably still would have bought it 5. It's just part of the game of deal mate. And they said, sure. And I actually bought another radio from him too. So I put them together and wound up saving close to $10. Well, I just sold that $4 radio for $25. Nothing different than what anybody else is doing in as part of sales. I mean, people that are in car sales and everything, this is what we do. You make a deal, you sell it for it. There's nothing to feel guilty about, you know. But hey, guys, I'm going to check out because I do got to get on the road. I have a 3-hour trip, and I want to make sure I'm not late. And I don't know. Oh, it seemed like my lights came back on. Manhattan, I don't know if you heard, they were on a blackout.
I heard that
last night. So I had saw my city reflection here. Oh, the lights came back on. So
is this something you're going to record today, Pat, that you're going to, or no?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I mean, I'm not going to just record without asking people and see what kind of type it is. I've been to local ones myself in the Lehigh Valley that it was just like a meet and greet and meeting other people. Again, networking. I mean, because ultimately YouTube doesn't make us no money. Making money is making connections in opportunities, reselling and stuff like that. I enjoy the aspect of YouTube, going around and meeting people and stuff like that. But right now, it's not a money maker. So we gotta, as YouTube creators, we gotta remember that the real money is in buying and sourcing and reselling stuff. Problem with many of us is that we're sourcing and good at sourcing, and I say fail the list because you know I got yeah. Well, I don't call them death piles. I call them money piles. Death piles is something that sounds like I would throw it in the burn pile out back. there's always money. Even you know, you just got to also not be greedy. If there's certain things that you got, I mean, I got a tractor trailer load of clothing that I got for nothing.
Oh no, T.
What's that?
I said, oh no, T.
She's joking because I bought a tractor trailer load from Donna.
Well, I actually really have a tractor trailer load, a real tractor trailer load. And I tell you, watching Donna gives me an idea in the future, thinking about over time, bringing that stuff in, cleaning it, folding it, and maybe doing some lots and stuff like that. And I did take a bag out earlier in the spring, and I've sold a couple things out of it already. So I've been with 5,000 pieces of clothing, even at $1 a piece. There's $5,000 sitting in that trailer. You know.
You'll definitely have to do an auction.
It was nice meeting you guys.
You too, Pat.
Bye, Pat.
Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience to sell clothes. I don't know why. I just don't.
Clothes? I'm trying to get out of clothes.
Yeah, I use them as fillers more.
Yeah, clothing is a lot of work, and it's certain things are oversaturated. Like I must have 80 pair of women's jeans, and that's it's oversaturated unless you're up high in the search rankings. And then I pay for promotions. I pay, you know, I reduce my prices, and then still doesn't sell. I mean, I haven't sold a used. I think I've sold one pair of used clothing in the last month. Everything. I mean, I haven't been busy, but everything I've sold has been all new product. So I don't know what the deal is. I mean, granted, we're in the summer slowdown, but it's the old saying, you know, with eBay, you either list or you perish. You know, if you're not listing, it's like I said, Teresa, we spoke about this. How you used to already do the good till canceled, but if you didn't do it before, it just crushed you. I mean, you have to continually list.
Yeah, it's just the listing. That's why, you know, I haven't had really too much of a slowdown. Last weekend we had the best weekend we ever had.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Ever?
Wow.
Okay. Good for you.
I used to do clothes.
Yeah, I used to list $10 items. Now I don't list $10 items. It's mostly $50 and up. You know, to me, $5 is.
You do the same work, Ricardo. You do the same work for anything you make $5 on versus $50.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing with clothing. I mean, and then I'll take pictures. I'm not happy with the pictures. I'll take more pictures. Then I'll have to go into eBay and edit the pictures. So it's like, you know, it might take me 10 minutes to do one listing for a pair of jeans that maybe I'm going to make $5 or $6. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you barely have room for a tractor clothes.
That's like people that have these yard sales and they make a photocopy of whatever it's selling for on eBay, not even the sold price. It's like, well, this is selling for $50 on eBay. I'll let it go for $40. It's like, well, eBay, you're paying fees, you're doing pictures, editing pictures, listing, paying for the listing, paying the selling fees, PayPal fees and everything. You can't just have a yard sale and expect to get, close to eBay prices for stuff. And they're not even looking at the completed stuff. They're just looking at what people are asking for the things. And you have to laugh because I have a thrift shop here by me. And this guy took it over, some guy in his like late 20s, I guess. And he just thinks he's everything. I guess the ladies just took him on. He probably came in and said, hey, I could tell you what your stuff's worth. And there's pictures, like little pieces of paper attached to all the items in the thrift shop on what the eBay price is and then what their prices are. And they're not even thrift store prices. They're just, he made it into like a boutique now. And nobody comes in there anymore because, he probably told them, oh, I can help you get more money. And he just drove everybody away.
I just interrupt you guys for 1 second. My number one YouTube fan is here. Good afternoon, Brantley. I hope you had fun at the pool with your grandmom.
All
right, buddy.
Okay. That's Tracy's grandson.
Say hello to my number one YouTube fan. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You were saying, Lisa?
Okay. I was just making a point about, how people just think just because they see something go on eBay for a certain price that they could just automatically turn around and just do that at like a private sale or whatever. And they just don't understand everything that's involved in selling stuff online.
As soon as I hear that they compare to eBay, I'll just leave.
Yeah, we talked about that this morning. Yeah.
Leave.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, to Lisa's point, right? You got to research list and they're not looking at solds. And if you want to sell it on eBay, hey, here it is. Yeah, see, Debbie said that was what we were talking about this morning, because I agree, Ricardo. Not people I want to do business with, because they're not going to negotiate.
And I tell people in the flea markets, why do y'all sell things for a nickel, a dime, or a quarter? You're never going to make your money that way. You know, either sell it for $1, you know, and then at least $1. Everybody wants to sell it for a quarter or a dime. You're never going to get your money that way. No.
Yeah.
So,
so Turtle Trader is asking me how many items I have listed. So I sell on 3 different stores, only to keep. I started with my son's store. It's a $50 free store a month. And I started with his store when I first started on eBay 20 years ago. 19 years ago, 2000. And so I promise him I always keep his feedback going and everything positive on his. So I do the minimum 50 on there. Then I have my own store, which last time I looked is about 1,200 and change. And my husband's store, which is about 450, I believe. So I want to get to 3,000 by August. My deadline is August 15th to have 3,000 items listed between all of them.
Now, what is your sell-through rate? Is it around the 1% typical, or?
I have no idea. I don't even know how to do that calculation, because that's my husband's gig. My husband does all those formulas. I don't know. I just know what my average sales price, because we've increased that, to Ricardo's point from before, right? We want to make more than $5. Last year or the year before, we were doing $5 to $6 per item. Or maybe that was 2 years ago. Last year, we were like maybe $12 per item. Now we're up to maybe $15, $16 an item. And that's average, because I sell everything across the board. You know, there's things I do home runs. I sold a VCR. I bought it a garage sale, new sealed in the box Sony that was worth like $4 something, and I bought it for $15. Actually, yeah, no, he wanted 20. I asked him if he'd take 15, and I sold it for over $400. And then I have, you know, $9.99 free ship on, you know, boys' shirts. So.
Right. Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, I mean, like you said, especially with clothing, it takes so much labor to do it. Why sell something under, you know, $15 to $20? And then I've been doing free shipping if it's first class, because that supposedly bumps you up in a search ranking on eBay and Cassini. So if I'm selling something for $15 and I'm offering free shipping, I have a cost of goods, I have fees, I have, you know, $4 roughly postage. So what am I making? $3-4?
Your time.
Are you doing free shipping on everything or just on clothes?
Clothes, first class postage on clothes. I mean, if you know,
I've been all over the spectrum. Free shipping. Now,
well, I mean, if I do jeans and they're a better pair of jeans, I'll build it into the price. If it's an inexpensive jean, I'll charge. I may charge $5, $6, $7 for a pair of jeans plus shipping.
Yeah,
I round it up like an extra 75 cents or 50 cents, because I figure when I'm using tape, I'm using ink, I'm using paper, you know. So then you're paying eBay fees, you're paying PayPal fees. So I figure that's roughly 15%.
Right. And then do you have a store, or you just?
I have a store, I have a basic store. Yeah.
Okay, so then that too, you have that cost as well.
Right. Yeah, but I figure it costs me like roughly $20 a month for the store, because you're getting the quarterly coupon.
Oh yeah, for the free
I think it's like
shipping.
$25 now for a basic store, and you're getting $25 back, so you're getting roughly, what is that, $8 a month?
Yeah.
Back in the, well, it's not really $8 worth of product, but yeah, roughly. So I figure it's roughly costing me about $20 as you factor in the free eBay supplies.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell you, I'm still paying for an Anchor store, and I have no reason to be, but that's why I've got to.
How much does Anchor store cost now?
$2.99 a month. Oof. But I was up to almost 10,000 items 2 years ago, and then slowly, you know, I told you Casey from Rockstar Flipper, he did a store analysis, and I had to take a lot of my stuff and revamp it and take it down. I took all the books down because it was weighing down on the. My sell-through rate last year was ridiculous, stupid. Right. I couldn't sell one thing a week at some point. And so we revamped my store, and now I got the 3,200 books in my garage that got to go to Amazon.
That's right, you did say that. Yep. You're gonna ship them to FBA to Amazon.
Yep.
I guess we have that many books that pays you to get a professional account as opposed to paying per item, right?
Yeah.
What were you saying, Ricardo?
like my wife when she orders things like online, I tell her save me the poly bags because what I do is I turn them inside out and I reuse those to ship my you know my whatever small items on eBay.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I try to always pack everything in a poly bag, especially in the summertime or springtime with all this rain. You know, even if it's in an envelope. Like I shipped something out in a padded envelope, an eBay padded envelope, and luckily I saw it before I shipped it. The side of the envelope started splitting. It's like it's just sitting in a box. How did it split? So then, of course, I reinforced it with tape. But if you didn't, if that happened and shit, and I didn't have a plastic bag for the item could have gotten ruined or fallen out.
Yeah, I still have those eBay bags from 5 years ago. I haven't used them. You know, those poly bags that you know, I still have them from 5 years ago.
Yeah, I have poly bags. I have boxes. I have padded envelopes. I have tape. But and that's the reason for me to gear it up. So I mean, I'm gonna go with some of the top sellers and say, look, I need to retool the store because I don't want to sell clothes. I want to generate, like my goal was to generate roughly 200 hours. Again, this is part time because I want disability and can't really sit for long periods of time and do certain things and can't really thrift for long periods of time. So my goal was to generate roughly 200 hours per week in gross sales.
That's pretty good.
So, that's not a hard, I mean, take a little bit, but it's not.
You get the right, because I have, like everybody else, I have the basic, Goodwill stores and Salvation Army stores where it's all the, the run-of-the-mill product. I mean, once in a while you'll find a, home run, but it's the typical, Target and Kohl's and Penny's and Sears and those type of things. So I'm trying to get away.
I like to buy in bulk. Like I like to buy 50 of one item, and then you just list one item. And boom,
that's great.
That's it. That's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, there's ways. You got to source that stuff out, though. It's not always that easy.
Yeah, I mean, if I find something 3 or 4 or 5, I get all excited. I can do one listing. I can sell quantity 5. But I did make a mistake because I wasn't adjusting my when I was doing sell similar. I wasn't adjusting my quantity. I did.
I've done that.
Yeah. So at least now with the good till cancels, it automatically updates the quantity. So yeah, listen, I apologize profusely and offered. And another one, I had a pair of jeans. I don't know how that happened. I think eBay once in a while would have a glitch where I sold something and it would come up in my unsolds, and I would just automatically just relist it.
They did. I think just before they went to good to canceled.
Right. That's when I had the problem.
Yeah. When the pitches fell off, it was like all in that whole. Right. I think when they were revamping everything, said the same issue.
Yeah.
Where I sold this like 2 weeks ago. How could it be sold again?
Because I had 2 or 3 pair of the same brand, approximately the same size. So I said, "Oh, I remember seeing that." And I went down. I was like, "No, this is a size 10," and I have a size 8. They ordered a size 10. It's like, yeah.
Do you ever get those messages on eBay that says, if you lower your item, it'll sell? And then by the time, I sell an item, I'm like, that's not what I listed it for. So it used to be from 30, it went down to 10. I'm like, oh crap, it's too late now. If you press that button, says that, lower my price. And by that time, it's too late, Do you ever get those messages on eBay saying that to lower your price?
All the time.
Oh yeah.
And the certificate prices are crazy too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we can sell this. We can sell this for $10. Like, I paid $4 for it. You want me to sell it for $10 and pay 15% in fees? And offer free shipping? I don't think so.
No.
So, stupid question. What's the question here? Can you tell by name I will be on the road, but still buying and selling? Would you go with we sell eBay shops for stuff too good to donate? I'm not.
I think John is asking, would you donate to shops that say they sell the stuff on eBay? I think.
No, I'm confused. No. If you could just rephrase that question, John. Hi, Charlotte. Can tell by my name I will be on the road, but I'm still buying and selling. Would you go with we sell? Oh, is he saying like a consignment shop that's listed on eBay?
I think he's just asking if he should donate to shops that say we sell on eBay.
No.
Ricardo keeps saying no. He shouldn't.
Oh, Kimmy's responded to that.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't even donate to Goodwill. sometimes because I know they make money just like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's Kimmy's saying, like I said, kind of like a consignment shop.
Okay.
They'll list it to eBay for you, and then when it sells, they pay you whatever percentage.
Yeah, we had a local store like that here years ago. They went out of business.
Right. And the other option, I mean, I'm not an Amazon seller. I mean, I purchased the course, and eventually I'll probably do some Amazon. But to do the FBA, I mean, that's what a lot of people do. That's their plan. Rent a, camper or something and be on the road or RV, and source as they're traveling, and then ship the stuff into Amazon and let Amazon handle it. So that's an option. Then you don't have to handle shipping. So I mean, that might be something. Consignment shop, right? Mm-hmm.
Everybody tells me, they ask me, where do you source your items, or where do you get your items? I'm like, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you my secrets.
You can't give your secrets. You're still doing the auctions though? Storage units?
Yes. I've been doing it since 2000.
Wow, so you've been doing it almost 20 years now.
20 years, and I've been on eBay since '99.
Now, do you do mostly in person, or you do online, or a mix of both, or what?
Now it's online. Before it was in person, because I'm finding out that the managers are getting into the unit sometimes, and whatever. It's too much hassle. Even online, I bought a unit one time, and I went to go open the thing, and I found out that somebody went in there, even with the red lock, and I think he was probably the manager, went in there and took some stuff out, and ever since then, I'm kind of adamant about doing online auctions too. So
yeah, that's basically all we have here. But I've been so scared because I just think that they're going to get in there before I get there.
Yeah, like with What the Hales, I was watching one of their videos, and basically one of their employees or the manager, he wasn't sure who, went in there and took a guitar case out. And also the manager says, I put that in the break room and I have it at my home. It's like, well, why would you put it in your break room, and why would you have it at your home?
So, and why were you in there?
Right. She blamed an employee.
And
it didn't make.
What did she take it home for?
Exactly. It made no sense. Then he got back a guitar, and it was like a cheapo guitar. He's like, I don't even know if this was a guitar in the guitar box. I was just throwing a cheapo guitar in this box, and she kept the good one because obviously
she kept the good one. Yeah, she kept the good one. I could tell by her reaction when.
Oh, you saw that video, Ricardo?
Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah, before, believe me. And when she turned around, it brought flashbacks. She took the guitar and then she swapped it out.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, they pop in chats once in a while. I think they've been in Darlene's chat. They're neat people, and I think were they in the Cincinnati or they're in the Cleveland area? I think that's where they're located.
Who Wade and not Wade?
No, the What the Hales?
What the Hales? Yeah, Jeremy and George. They're in Ohio.
Right. I don't know if they were Cleveland or in Cincinnati or.
They're closer to the. I failed geography.
Right.
They're closer to like what Pat was talking about, like Philly, Pennsylvania. Not Philly, but Pennsylvania.
Right. Yeah, they're neat people.
Yeah.
There's a website I sold. That's something I think you kind of looking at. There's a website called I Sold It. That's something I think you kind of looking at. Okay. Oh, that's Treasure Hustlers. Okay. Hi, ladies. That's the guys know the Treasure Hustlers. Worcester, Ohio. Okay. Okay, I don't know where Worcester is. I know Worcester sauce.
I know where Worcester, Massachusetts is.
Worcester, Mass. I was thinking Worcester, Mass. Yeah.
It's not spelled like that, but.
Right. Curbco Queens. Yeah. Kimmy calls dumpster diving Curbco. I mean, and that's the other thing. I can't physically do dumpster diving. I know a couple times I drove by like the retail stores. I figured I can just grab something, from the side of the dumpster if I could just pull it out.
Right.
Like, security pulls up. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Because this was during the day I was doing. I figured I'm a food shop, and let me drive by the back so if anything's sticking out of the dumpster. And the security drives by and looks at me like, "What are you doing here, dummy?"
And the thing I like to buy is slides. Slides do sell on eBay.
I can't tell you how many slides.
Yep.
Well, how do you how do you even list slides? You just
I go through. I have this.
you have like a viewer or ViewMaster or something that you can throw a couple pictures.
I have a big viewer, and then I bought this one. Actually, I got this on storage unit. You put the
Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see if I can make him.
you put the slide on here.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
The light turns on. See?
Right.
There's a light, and you can view it. And not every slide I put on eBay. It has to be like.
So what would you do? Just put your camera, your phone right up to the lens of that, and take a picture of it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it has to be either a vintage car or a schoolyard or something like that. Special place.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to know who's buying the schoolyard ones.
Yeah, right.
No, like I'm talking like old desk, like the building, not the kids or anything, just
the building itself, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, just the building itself.
Right.
I know there's some weird, wacky people out there.
Yeah.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, well, I bought those 8mm films last night from Dwayne on his channel. Yeah.
How would you?
He's good.
Yeah.
How would you like I said? How would you present that though as a listing? Do you have something you can show the pictures?
Well, my dad is a lifetime photographer. When I tell you I have pictures, I can't even tell you how many photos are in my father's house. He has slides. Talk about slides and 8mm, 16mm, Super 8, you name it. He's got every projection camera. We still have the projection screen. The one you pull up. So I have the ability to look.
The ability to take pictures of it. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a. It's like a TV that I have. It's like a screen. You can put the slides in there, and it shows up on the big screen. Or you can put those reels in there, and it'll show like a big screenshot. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was bidding on the postcards, and it got a little high. I figured because I don't really know that much about postcards, so I backed out of it.
Yeah, I watch Don a lot. I'm sure you guys too, the auction professor. And there's some things that, like, with the postcards, a lot of them are newer, and some of the newer ones are not great. Not that the film I bought last night is super, but it's something new I'm dabbling in. So we'll see.
Traci, yes, she is. In fact, I messaged her to see if she wanted to join us, I should say, on this panel. And she said she couldn't, but she appreciated the offer. She did her live show last night at 9 o'clock. I don't know where she was, but she had evacuated, and she did it from, I don't know if she was in a hotel room or wherever she was, but she did the show. She hosted it. So yes, she is okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Glenn today. Glenn's usually pops into my show all the time, and
right.
I haven't seen him today, so I hope he's okay.
Yeah, as of last night, he said it was okay, but I watched some of the video clips about the flooding. It didn't look too bad. I said once it hit land, it became a tropical storm. Well, it hit it like a I forgot the term is level 1 or whatever.
Category 1. Yeah.
Category 1, and then it became a tropical storm once it hit land.
Yeah, the thing with the cats are more about the sustained winds. And
right.
He was more concerned about the 12 or 13, 15 inches of rain they were going to get and the flooding damage more so than the wind.
Right. Yeah, Gucci Spaghetti is Muhammad. He can be a nice guy, and sometimes he is a nice guy, and sometimes he isn't. I believe I have him available on my channel if he pops in. He's supposed going to be at eBay Open, so unfortunately he's been blocked on a couple of channels because he's made some inappropriate comments. But
I think there's a
language barrier.
A language barrier. I definitely do.
He's been right on my channel. I don't think I have blocked, but
what's his real name?
Muhammad. I don't know what his last name is.
He's putting on a cheat sheet.
I know.
We all need that cheat sheet.
That's why I Ricardo, I didn't know Ricardo was storage pilot. I'm so used to storage auction pirate as Mike, and I'm saying storage pilot because you're usually fishing and picking, right?
Yeah, fishing for profit.
Fishing for profit. Okay.
I had 4 when I first started
You had
Facebook.
4?
I think it was in 2007. I think I started Facebook. Well, when I first started, I think I had one for my lawn care service. I had one for my guns. It was called Aim Firearms, and then there was another one, and then I had Storage Pirate, but I never used Storage Pirate until this time. And then what happened was, my name was I had Ricardo, and for some reason I put Storage Pirate, and after 3 times that you change your name, you're stuck with the name.
Was that what happens? I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. So my name was Ricardo, and I changed it to Porch Pirate. Like 3 times. After your 3rd time, you're stuck.
You're stuck with that one, right?
80 days.
Well, you could use another Gmail address there, right, and have another one.
Yeah. But
right.
and then I started back in Storage Pirate, so I want to keep Storage Pirate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mama wants to send you. Mama, if you want, you can send it to me through Messenger, and I can send it to her. I guess I can forward it.
You know what? I have a public email.
Okay.
It's mygreatfindforyou@gmail.com. So I'm okay with sharing that email address.
Okay. That's
yeah.
fine. Well, apparently he's Storage Pirate from now on, Lynn. Apparently the Google people said you're Storage Pirate.
I'm stuck with
Here
it
we'll
now,
go to another 14 or 15 minutes, guys. That's
Okay.
good with you. Okay.
That's fine.
We can. Doesn't look like anybody else wants to pop in.
It was Fishing for Profit, but I changed it.
Right. I like that now. I thought that was a cool name, Fishing for Profit.
Yeah, but I only got 13 subscribers on the other channel. So
right.
I'm gonna have to delete it. So,
Well, I guess with storage people like those treasure hunting things, so we'd probably get more subscriptions. I got to remember to put you your listing up in my description below. I put the morning crew in there because I didn't know who was going to pop in, so I got to put everybody else's listing, YouTube listing on the description number below.
How are you liking this, Adam? The StreamYard?
It's okay. I mean, in my opinion, it's what I have to start with. Ideally, I think I would like to use OBS with something else, but the learning curve is so involved. I think I probably should learn how to do editing of videos before I learn OBS.
Yeah, I still have to do that too.
But I mean, I tried doing it with iMovie, and it was okay, but it was a little confusing. And all these other programs, I mean, the one that everybody uses, but it's more advanced. It's for Macs only, Final Cut Pro. But apparently, that's like a $400 or $500 program.
Wow.
I was using one before, and I can't remember the name of it. It's an Adobe one because I don't have a Mac. I have a Dell.
Right.
And when I was doing the cooking videos, I bought it. It's through Adobe, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was excellent. I did pay for it. I mean, there is a cost for it.
Right.
But
then there's a couple other ones. I have them on my. If I can minimize this and see if I can. Let's see. Wait, see if I minimize everything. Let me see. I thought I have shortcuts still. Maybe I don't. Oh, DaVinci Resolve is one of them, which I haven't used. I downloaded it. There was Resolve and there's DaVinci Resolve, and then there's another one. If I find it, I'll put it in the description. But Filmora is another one.
I tried to. It didn't work too good for me.
Filmora and DaVinci Resolve. They're the ones. But yeah, and then I all the big time, not all the big times, but people that have Macs, they all use Final Cut Pro. What is it? The editing program that you use is normally $39. Use a coupon to pay $19.99. What one is that, Kimmy?
Yeah, I like watching Kimmy's edited videos. They're really cool. She does a great job with them.
yeah, Adobe Premiere Pro is the one I'm thinking about.
Right.
That's what I was using for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I lost the subscription at this point now. It goes after a while. Lisa, who was it? Were you on? I don't remember if it was this morning or yesterday morning. Who was arguing with us that Google Hangouts isn't going away and we can still use it and everybody's panicking?
I wasn't there for that, so maybe it was later on today when I left. I'm not sure.
No,
it wasn't while I was on.
All right, so it might have been before you joined, either this morning or yesterday. I can't remember, but somebody wanted to tell me that it definitely is. Oh, I know. It was Jackie from Treasure Hustlers. Jackie, are you still in the chat? She kept saying it's not going away. It's not going away.
Either Jackie or Sarah in the chat now, but it is going away. It's going away for YouTube. My understanding is they're going to keep it for some kind of business format, but it's definitely going away. They want you to use their Go Live version.
Yeah, Jackie says, yeah, it was her.
No, because if you create using it, you get a warning. When you create your stream, it says going away August 1st. They give you a warning. So, I mean, what Google tells you it's going away, it's going away. I mean, there's been rumors for quite some time it was going away. And for about the last 2 weeks now, whenever you create a stream using that, it'll say, as of August 1st, Hangouts is going away.
Right. See, she's saying it's only going off of G Suite, whatever that is.
All I know is that I heard it was going away for a long period of time. And then whenever you try to schedule a live stream using Hangouts, you get a warning message in their top right-hand corner telling that Google Hangouts is going away to make other arrangements. Like I said, they want you to use their Go Live, but there's issues, and I was concerned about.
Oh, it's horrible. Right now, it's horrible anyway.
Right. I mean, they may work it out, and for all I know, they may buy StreamYard. I mean, they're Google. I mean, they got a ton of money. They might just figure out, maybe somebody else can do it better than us. These guys I think they're two young guys. I saw a video where somebody had them on one of the creators on their channel, and they're two young guys that created this. Yeah. So I mean, they might sell it for hundreds of millions of dollars to Google. Yeah, right. I mean,
even if Google Hangouts doesn't go away, quite honestly, I like this better.
I like this better too. At least I can show up on this one too.
Well,
Hangouts never worked for me.
I'm sorry, some features Google Hangouts had, they did away with, which I thought was stupid. Like this one has your number of viewers, which they had that on Google Hangouts. They deleted it. I don't know why they did it. It also gives you a timer, which is nice. It tells you how long you've been online. That's nice. I still haven't figured out how to do the banners, but I guess I'll watch a YouTube video on that. I do like where you can highlight the comments. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you just hit the show or the take down, but it's the same thing with the banners. Thank you, Lynn B. She likes my accent.
There you go, Ricardo. Here's a message for you that was in the chat. Because they want to be able to subscribe to your channel, your YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
You just type hello or something in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, that way they can subscribe right on click on the 3 buttons to the right or click on your icon.
Actually, on the phone, I don't have an icon. It's just says.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He doesn't have I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, Ricardo. He doesn't have his chat pulled up. I'll put it in the description later.
You should do your own called Exploit Stream Live. Your own. What do you call it? YouTube thing. You should do your own. Like StreamYard. Do your own. You're making money. So I can't do it on my phone. So
yeah, I'll put it in. I'll put it in record. In fact, let me write myself a note so I remember to do it. Okay. I keep forgetting that you didn't have your chat pulled up because you're on your phone. That's a pain. That's like with anything.
Unless I have my wife's phone, but she's asleep and she does not want to be bothered. So she tells me, don't bother me. And if I do bother her,
don't bother
she'll have an attack. I'm saying she'll have an attack if I bother her. I just leave the door closed and that's it. That's it.
I don't blame you. Yeah. I sold mattresses for a short period of time. That was a terrible job. But one of the closing lines I use, remember, a happy wife means a happy life. Whenever the wife wanted one mattress, especially if it was more money, and the husband wanted another one, I said, remember, a happy wife means a happy life.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes. Lisa, was there anything you want to close with? Like I said, we're up to about another 6 or 7 minutes. So I figure we'll just get our last few words in, and we'll do a quickie commercial at the end, so to speak, for our channels. I saw that, Jackie.
I'm just glad that you did this, and I'm glad people participated and came in, and I hope that the StreamYard catches on a little more to people, because it's something I personally can use as a small YouTuber, a very small YouTuber, And I really don't have any closing words. Just if anybody wants to subscribe to me, feel free to subscribe to me. I do videos on a few different topics, and in the future, when I do reach 1,000, whenever that may be, I plan to do lives at car shows and flea markets and all sorts of places. And just thank you for having me on your panel today, Adam. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. And like I said before, I'm enjoying the StreamYard a lot. I think it's a lot more fun, a lot more interactive, and I just hope more people get it as time goes. So by the time August 1st comes, that I can hop on to more lives now. This is my second live ever. So I want to start getting used to going on more lives and then having my own live on my own channel, which I haven't done yet. So
right, well, the more often you do it, the more comfortable it becomes. So it's nice if you can pop on other channels and just, get the the nervousness out.
Right. Well,
you can do your own.
That was my biggest fear, was having a problem like for my first time. And I did with T. That was my first time trying live. I did it through Hangouts and it was nothing but a disaster. My actual live picture wouldn't show up. It was just my, the little icon picture. And then we had all the audio problems. Then we had the delay problems. And then she couldn't even hear us. And then the second time I tried Hangouts was on Darlene's channel on Friday on Crazy Hat Day. I'm sitting there wearing a crazy hat and nobody even saw me again.
Right, I couldn't see you, right? Yeah.
It was just my picture icon, and then they kept muting me because of the feedback from the sound again. And I was like, I'm trying to do it. And when you do it your first time, you're nervous as it is. And then when things go wrong, and then they go wrong the second time, and then I said, well, maybe StreamYard will work. And so far it has worked. So I'm glad for that, because the Hangouts was just a disaster, and it just was kind of turning me off to going live, because I said, well, if it's going to be like this every time, it's never going to work completely. So the StreamYard is actually, people can see me and they can hear me, and now we got the feedback worked out, so I can
you just have to keep
volume.
your volume turned down. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you guys, but at least it's not giving.
Try using the earbuds. I mean, that helps a lot.
I'm going to do that.
Have earbuds for your cell phone?
Yeah, I have them actually up in my cabinet up here, so I'm going to do
next
that.
Time, try that. Yep.
Because especially when Ricardo was talking, I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was very hard to hear him when he was talking. So thanks again for letting me be on.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
And T, I will be speaking to you about our little show topic we want to do. Maybe yes. Adam will be on that, because he knows how to do different platforms. So that'd be cool to have him on the panel for that discussion we're going to have. And just want to say thank you again, and bye, everybody.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Lisa.
Okay. I guess Ricardo's going to join us shortly before we close down.
And Adam, I put his link in the private chat because it won't let me post to the main chat.
Okay. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him, so I can, but thank you.
Okay.
I didn't even notice there was a private chat message. That's the other thing I have to learn.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Oh, I see it now in the right-hand turn. There's like a little red circle. Okay, it says 1. Okay.
Yeah, so that's his link to his.
Oh, now I see the banners thing. I didn't see that before. Because I thought I was looking for the bottom somewhere where the screen is. It's all the way over to the far right, to the right of my chat. Okay. Cool. So there's private chat, banners, comments, brand. I thought you can only do brand if you do the paid version.
The only thing they let you do in brand is change the color, like where our names are at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the only thing you can do in brand.
Gotcha. Add a banner. Okay. Yeah, I guess, can you change colors, I guess, on that too, right?
Yes.
Huh. Well, like I said, I need to learn how to do this. Like I said, I'll probably try doing it this coming Wednesday, and then I'll be in Vegas after that. So.
When are you leaving for Vegas?
Sunday morning from here.
Okay.
So how do I determine the color?
You have to change it in brand.
Oh, okay.
So before you post it, if you go into brand and change your color.
Okay. Color. Okay, I see it. All right, cool. Look at that.
Yeah, my banners are green because green is the color of money.
Ooh, pink.
Hot pink.
Hot pink. We'll try that just for
All right.
we're getting off the air shortly.
Definitely stands out. That's for sure.
Okay, now where's and I go back to the banner.
Go back to banners.
Thanks everyone and show. Okay. There you go.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye as well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate Adam having me again. I feel like I've been on this a lot this weekend. I got to get to listing as soon as we hang up, but I will see everybody hopefully. What's tonight? I don't even know who goes live.
Sunday night.
Allie and Rally Roots goes live tonight, right? I think so.
Do they go live tonight?
Night. Yeah, I think Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Usually they're on live.
Okay.
But I don't think there's nothing else going on tonight, right?
Scott used to do that show on Sunday night, and they stopped doing it when they're doing the other shows. So they don't do it anymore. Okay. And I think he said he was leaving for Vegas tonight, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he was leaving tonight.
Tonight or tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, thanks again for having me,
Thank
Adam.
You.
Maybe I'll see you in the morning. I probably can't be on, but I'll listen on my way to work.
Yeah, I got a message, Darlene. I have a doctor's appointment, and then I have a chiropractor's appointment. So I don't know if I have a little window in between or not.
Right. I might have a small window very early in the morning before I go to my 10 o'clock closing, but we'll see.
Okay. Well,
all right, guys. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, guys. So we're right at 4 o'clock. So I thought Ricardo was going to come back and join us. Nice talking to you. Okay, Ricardo. So I'm going to put your link in the description below, so people can subscribe to you. What the House goes live tonight too. Okay. So just want to thank everybody for being here. Thank Teresa. Thank Lisa. Thank Ricardo. And I guess thank myself. Okay. So it's a learning curve like anything else, guys. I appreciate everybody popping in. We have some good friends that popped in, and we had some big time resellers pop in. So that's nice. They were showing their support, helping me out with their trying to learn how to use StreamYards. So appreciate you all. And again, I'll be going live on Wednesday. I need to schedule a guest. I have a couple of things in mind, so I'll try to work that out tomorrow. And then, like I told you guys, I'll have the show on Wednesday. I'm arriving in Las Vegas on Sunday. It'll be in the afternoon, Eastern time. So I'm planning on having multiple resellers live on. I can use the Wi-Fi from the hotel, and I also have if I don't get a cell signal up in my room, I learned that the hard way how to use the hotel's Wi-Fi. I also have a hotspot on my phone, so I could use that as well. So anyway, thanks everybody. Good seeing you, Traci, Kimmy, everybody, Angie. Thanks for joining us, and I will see you next time. Thanks again.